And yeah, Ninja Village, our beloved stage. Nearly 2 minutes of doing nothing, pressing right, getting comfortable with some cloud steps. And yeah, luckily today we don't have Naga on any of these players here, so we will see hopefully good Ninja Villages on both sides. So in the chat, please predict how many shards will we see on both players. So I would say maybe one shard for one player and the other one kind of nothing. So 1-0 for me. And yeah, I can already see we have 3 shards, 4 shards, 1-2. So let's see, let's predict how both of these players will get blessed by RNG. And yeah, a bit more background information about both of these players. So currently SpaceNarc has 30, 50-ish PB. So 30 minutes, 50-ish, 1 second. DJ not that far off, I think only 30 seconds in the 31 area. And we have 3 shards, 2 on SpaceNarc, 1 on DJ. So yeah, SpaceNarc already blessed by RNG as it seems. And yeah, after Ninja Village, we're kicking it off with one of the hardest stages in 8-bit already, called Autumn Hills. And yeah, let's see how both of these players will face the Kappa of Doom. The first Kappa is always kind of the hardest one. You want to go pretty fancy on the turtle boost here, but if you fail the first Kappa, it can be really devastating towards your motivation and ambition going into this race. Let's see. Beautiful back boost on both sides. We're safe. Going into AHO2, the hardest game and hardest room in Autumn Hills. We already can see a lot of turtle boosts here. Shard count is also pretty important for this first half of the game. We need 40 shards coming into the first job. And we can already see SpaceNarc can just go left while DJ, aka Iris, needs to go to the right hand side to get a couple more extra shards. So that puts SpaceNarc a bit of an edge here. And what we can also see in a couple of rooms is, I think, if I remember correctly, SpaceNarc is not a fan or believer of the Alpha plant. So in the spike pit that is coming up, we want to get boosted towards the right-hand side. And if you reset your game and jump from a specific position, kind of called the Alpha plant, no, he jumps from the Alpha plant as well. So 2 Alpha plant believers, beautiful front and back boost from SpaceNarc. Yeah, as you can see, both players got boosted right. DJ didn't go for the front boost, and SpaceNarc, on the other hand, showed us a beautiful front and back boost. So, and for currently all the people listening to the stream, apparently the sound in this underwater section is muffled. That's really amazing. If you pay attention to that, it's a pretty unique feature of this amazing speed game. And yeah, both players kind of going a bit... SpaceNarc going really safe in the underwater cycle here, while DJ is just damage boosting through that. SpaceNarc kind of wanted to go for the OG Spike Tower, as it seems, but didn't get it. So OG Spike Tower is kind of the fastest threat. But yeah, it's also pretty difficult because you need to go very close to the blue Kappa before you slash jump him. And yeah, the rest of Autumn, keep holding right, get some shards here and there. SpaceNarc a little bit yeah, stucky and clingy today towards some of these corners. So that put DJ in the lead right now. But still pretty close match right now in Autumn Hills. So both beautiful stud jumps. Let's see how the swing is taking our players. Looking good so far. And we have some beautiful climbs here. Yeah, so I would presume this is kind of the lead we're going into. The DJ is going into the lead for the first job. Unfortunately, SpaceNarc had a bit of, yeah, I don't know if it was nerfs or maybe just small mistakes that cost him a little bit of time. But yeah, since this is still the first stage of the game, it shouldn't matter that much right now. So, beautiful shops on both sides. No German shop here. kinda punning myself here. And I would assume both of these players would just go for a safe one cycle. So we will not see any Scary Berry attempts here. So Scary Berry is basically a strat where you try to damage boost through the Leaf Golem and kind of get behind them to even squeeze out a bit more of a time save, kind of 0.6. But it's pretty risky, and if you fail it, you kind of lose 18 seconds because you fail the one cycle. But yeah, as you could see, both beautiful one cycles from both players. Going into Forlorn Temple, just keep holding right, avoid the lag frame of the shop, and give us beautiful drops. So, coming into Catacombs, will they step on Necro, will they slash Necro? Both players jumping over Necro, so pacifist percent here today. Catacombs, pretty cycle-based stage. And also in Catacombs, Bedonk, one of the most important cutscene skips of 8-bit and Ruxton is awaiting us. So SpaceNarc going into the Gauntlet first. DJ had a bit of an, yeah, the early or first room of Catacombs was a bit rough for DJ. Going into the Gauntlet, beautiful by SpaceNarc. DJ is a bit low on health, but boost for SpaceNarc, we like to see it, safe. DJ opting out of butt boost, but that's understandable. Holy fuck, that... sorry. Yeah, that Ducker Z approach from DJ was a bit close, but we made it. No deaths so far. And yeah, SpaceNarc kind of making his way through the most cycle-based room. DJ closely following him. Looking good so far on both sides. And maybe a question, while we're waiting for both of these players to come up to Badonk, maybe a question towards our audience. What is your most beloved or, your most beloved character in the Messenger universe? And please, not everyone shopkeeper. Please give me some different answers. So, SpaceNarc approaching Badonk first. Let's see. Going for a reset strat. Unfortunately misses with the Cloud Step. And DJ misses with Jump. So no Bedonks on both sides in this first race. Let's see. SpaceNarc kind of had a good pattern there. DJ. Wizwarp's looking fine on both sides. SpaceNarc had a bit of an annoying Wizwarp position, so you needed to go around the Wizwarp, but it should be fine. So going into the Monster Vader next. We don't really have too much difficult rooms now coming into Ruxton. So the Monster Vader can be a bit difficult if you have problems with going up. But besides that, not really. You don't need to opt into any crazy strats. Same here with the Boards of Steel room. So we will see no boards from SpaceNarc. Same on DJ's side. So If you go for Balls of Steel, it only saves like 0.3 seconds, so it's more of a risky strat than it helps, especially in a race environment. And yeah, let's pray in the chat for Waxen. Let's see if our friend Waxen here is playing fair, or if one of these players will get a high or low Waxen. So we have a high Waxen on SpaceNarc's side. And a low Waxen on DJ's side. Oh, that is really unfortunate. So SpaceNarc getting a really good high Waxen here. And unfortunately, DJ is getting a low Waxen. That means DJ is putting behind 8 seconds already. So yeah, this is for kinda having this close of a race. I wouldn't say it's too bad that DJ got low Waxen, but it kinda depends now on SpaceNarc. So if SpaceNarc is doing the rest of the stages pretty well, then it's a really big, yeah, unfortunate thing that happened to DJ due to Waxen RNG. So, vacation time. We are in Bamboo Creek now. We have no boss in this stage, but we have some of the most difficult rooms coming up. We have the tree skip that, yeah, a lot of players already died in this tournament. And we have BC11, the famous BC11 room, where you can lose a lot of time. So, DJ has a bit... Yeah, DJ got smacked a bit too hard, only 2 HP going into the tree room. Grabs the HP bottle, that's smart. SpaceNarc failing the tree skip, but makes it safe. Yeah, he's safe, okay. We're fine, everything's under control. SpaceNarc didn't die. Let's see BC11. What will SpaceNarc go for? I think he's going for the OGN2. Yeah, beautiful OGN2 for SpaceNarc. DJ survived the tree skip as well. And I think DJ is going for R2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, beautiful R2 by DJ. Very well done. And yeah, SpaceNarc is making his way through Bamboo Creek. Shard-wise, he's more than fine. Has enough shards that he can skip the waterfall. And yeah, shoutouts to the R2N2 players. I think one of the best strats besides B2 for a BC11. And you don't need a one tile for that, if you do it correctly. DJ unfortunately kinda needs to opt in a bit for the crystal. So this will put DJ a bit more behind, and yeah, I need to check the delta to give kinda an estimate how far both of these players are, yeah, between. So let's see, I will do it on SpaceNarc's transition to the next room. So that's a 13:26. Roughly I would estimate kinda like 20 seconds between both of these players, but it could also be already 30 seconds. Yeah, we already passed. So what do we have? I think it's, if my math is correctly, it was kind of like around 24-ish, 25-ish seconds. So that's still, we still have a lot of stuff coming up, so it's still doable, but if SpaceNarc's kind of keeping at it, it will be hard for DJ coming closer. So SpaceNarc approaching the DK skip now, going for the double shuriken strat up. That's, oh my god, that was close. Yeah, the damage boost on the Saw was a bit misleading because he was boosted right, but he barely made it through the DK skip, so very well done by SpaceNarc. Let's see DJ approaching DK skip now, also going for the double shuriken strat. I think that looks good so far. Should be fine. Yes. So both very well done, DK skips. And yeah, besides that, it's Grotto. Just like in every room, keep holding right. Don't touch the spikes too much. We will not see any God Eaters here, I think, today. And besides these rooms that could be a bit difficult and could, yeah, drain a bit more time, I think Emerald Golem is the next thing we need to look out for. SpaceNarc a bit bullied by the turtle here, but shouldn't be such a big time loss. And yeah, Narc going into the last shop, going for the Emerald Golem, while DJ is kind of closely behind. Currently, I'm currently looking at the delta if the distance between both players increased or lowered. But I think it's kind of around the same, yeah, 23 to 24 seconds. While SpaceNarc is already starting with kind of going towards the end of the first phase, DJ is starting with the Emerald. Narc looking pretty well fine on his side. Makes it towards the second phase. So let's see what kind of pattern he gets. Very low on Narc's side, very well done. DJ has a bit of a rough time here right now with the Emerald. Gets a bit damaged too much, but it should be fine. The second phase can be a bit scary if you only have 2 HP, but it should be fine on DJ's side. Unfortunately, it doesn't get the... DJ had the correct RNG for a beautiful drop, but unfortunately missed it. And that takes around, I would say, 4 to 5 seconds, so the gap is getting bigger between Narc and DJ, unfortunately. And yeah, SpaceNarc currently approaching the Crucial Marsh. Going into White Room, one of the longest rooms in the game that has 2 checkpoints, if you don't know that. And yeah, Narc opting in for some back boosts here and there. So I think he should be fine cycle-wise. I think we didn't saw any peanut butter boosts here, unfortunately, so Karma on Belial's side will be a bit harsh today because no peanut butter. And White Room is looking pretty clean on Narc's side. DJ currently going into the White Room while Narc is leaving it. Unfortunately, no welfare today. But yeah, both of these players playing pretty solid, so no major mistakes yet. Small stuff here and there. The Narc is a bit more optimized than DJ at some points. And yeah, unfortunately DJ got low Waxen, so already put 8 extra seconds on DJ's side. Besides that, like I said, pretty solid gameplay on both sides. And yeah, this could still swing around depending on the queen fight, on Colors and Zeus's, on the late game in general, and especially on Tower of Time. So anything can still happen between these two runners. So SpaceNarc going into the bully room. Let's see. Yeah, getting not bullied too much. Looked very clean. And DJ, on the other hand, is also making her way through towards the bully room. So SpaceNarc currently in one of the most scariest rooms in Crash Room, especially if you want to go fast. A lot can go wrong in that vertical room. So DJ approaching bully room. Oh, barely made or nearly made the one damage bully room, but unfortunately got bullied again. And yeah, we have SpaceNarc approaching Queen of Quartz. Good first follow-up, but unfortunately a left pattern already. So let's see what Queen is going for. Going for the left. But I think he should be fine. Yeah, we see no whips. Beautiful Queen by Narc. Unfortunately a left pattern, but that's RNG based, so we can't do anything about it. And yeah, Narc leaving Queen, DJ coming into Queen. So also left, starting on the left for DJ. Oh, DJ misses the follow-up. This should mean we see whips. So yeah, or do we even see we even see seeds on DJ's side? Damn, that is really a costly mistake, unfortunately. So while DJ is still finishing off Queen of Quartz, Narc on the other hand picked up the warp dart and is making his way through Searing Cracks. One of the worst stages of the whole game. I think there's not even a single player in the Messenger community that likes to play Searing Cracks. And yeah, unfortunately that mistake on the Queen fight made the gap between SpaceNarc and DJ even bigger. So that was kind of already around a 10-second time loss. Especially with the seeds, since the animation is very long for doing all of these seed stuff. Queen needs to get to the hooks again. Yeah, the gap is unfortunately getting bigger and bigger for DJ and SpaceNarc here. But that puts SpaceNarc in a pretty comfortable position where he's even allowed to do some mistakes here and there, like you always just saw. So that shouldn't be too much of a time loss for SpaceNarc. DJ going for Pooper Slide, but unfortunately hits with spikes. Beautiful TP for SpaceNarc on Cracks. Going for the classical left side. So shoutouts to Naga for teaching all these players the left side climb. And unfortunately has a little bit of problems right now with the left side. And yeah, Narc going into Colors and Fuses, while DJ is still fighting with Cracks. So what do we start off? We see team attack. Not too bad, but not the greatest one we want to see. Unfortunately, I think Zeus is still not dead. Should be fine now, but we see an elbow, so I think we will see another attack. Unfortunately, I think DJ missed the teleport. DJ going for a white side climb, very nice. Gets it, very beautiful white side climb by DJ. And yeah, Narc got another border, so I think he finishing off Colors and Zeus now. So it was kind of a rough pattern for Narc, unfortunately, and on our friends, and let's see what is DJ going for. So we have Colors. We will have an not an elbow. God, I can't speak anymore. So a charge. Damn, I was missing the word. So we have a charge and a whip. And also, by the way, shovel please, because SpaceNarc is approaching Glacier Peak. So we have a whip into a charge, whip into a border, and I think, yeah, unfortunately Colors is still not dead. So we see another attack, another border on Colors. So I would, only based on rough estimation, I would say Colors and Users was equally worse on both sides. But yeah, unfortunately, this also means that DJ is not kind of getting a bit lower of times to make up for the mistakes and be lower than the Queen. So SpaceNarc is getting more and more in a pretty comfortable position where he could also maybe take 1 or 2 deaths in Tower of Time. So yeah, Glacier Peak, Rope Dart, everything, vertical climb, see him there. Amazing stage with amazing music, way better than Searing Cracks. Besides that, especially on nerves and in a waste environment, I would say one of the hardest stages. Since it's going towards the end of the game, and why I'm just blabbering some stuff here. DJ had pretty rough GPO 7. Took a bit of a time loss here since he failed she failed one of the jumps towards the turtle. So while SpaceNarc have pretty clean Glacier, so the gap unfortunately is getting even bigger now on DJ's side. So if not something miracle-wise happens to SpaceNarc in Tower of Time, I would kind of say he is safe. But it's still Tower of Time, so it could go wrong dramatically. He dies everywhere, and I don't know, it still can swing around, but it's looking more and more a bit unlikely, unfortunately. DJ has a bit of a really hard time going into the ice climbers, was kind of, yeah, stuck there with the snow texture. That is pretty awful to climb on. And yeah, SpaceNarc going into the Tower of Time. Unfortunately misses the crystal abuse, but that shouldn't be too much of a time loss for him. Will Narc go for Hail Mary? I think he don't need to go for Hail Mary, but I don't know if he's looking into the stream. Nope. Going for Hail Mary, unfortunately misses the second projectile, so needs to opt out. Oh my god, that was very close to the projectiles. But he made it through. He's safe, he survived. No deaths, deathless until now. Going into the minus start, beautiful. Whisper positioning, not the greatest for Narc, but he made it through. Let's see, Levy special. Looking good so far. EJ is also... Oh my god, Narc missing, unfortunately, the Kuni 1 cycle and drops into the lasers. That is a pretty costly death. I would say we talk about 30 seconds. Or is it? Nah, I think it's still fine. Since it's the start of the room, it isn't as bad, but it's all 20 seconds, I think. 20 seconds of time loss. Yeah, and DJ unfortunately also needs to opt out of Hail Mary. So yeah, also no HP drop for Narc. But yeah, as I said, unfortunately DJ made a couple of mistakes that made the gap huge. So even this costly death on Narc's side is totally fine for him right now. But yeah, still sad that he didn't get a deathless one, because I think he was on a pretty good pace. But yeah, that's Tower of Time. Can easily go wrong, but just failing one rope dart and immediately falling into the lasers. Oh my god, I just wanted to say beautiful Kuni one cycle by DJ, but luckily survived that. But yeah, that also means no HP drop for DJ. So we will not see any French or laser boosters today. At least in this matchup. Narc preparing to be Ohos. I don't know if he will go for the DOS Ohos or the Black. Yeah, he goes for the Black Ohos. So the next room is pretty scary if you go for Black Strat, since you only have 1 HP, but he made it through beautifully. Going into the time waster room for Narc, so he's coming closer and closer towards the Emerald Golem. Emerald Golem, Arctic Golem. Yeah, some kind of golem. Yeah, also gets the crystal abuse. So only last climb left and maybe some laser skip. I don't know if Narc will go for laser skip. He doesn't need to be honest. Nope, opt is out of laser skip. That's understandable. DJ going for Ohos as well for the Black Strat. Also gets the next room clean. So DJ still deathless, but unfortunately had a lot of time loss due to Ruxin, Queen, and Colossus and Zeus, so mostly due to bosses. And Narc approaching Arcane Golem, 1 clap so far, 2 claps, looking good. Still looking very, very good. Missing, unfortunately, last hit, and yeah, GG to SpaceNarc, 31-30. So even with a death, that is a pretty amazing time for SpaceNarc. And DJ also going into Arcane now. DJ, use your shurikens. GG, thanks. And GG to DJ, 32-17.